how did you decide to do something about an issue that enrages me as a reporter? Because I have done story after story, and it just seems like it's something that is not going away.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you as a reporter, because there are so many reporters that are doing stories on kind of the scandals and the salacious, upsetting news, and not so many that are doing stories on what can we do to change this or fix this. So thank you for this opportunity. And really, my experience is I was a gymnast. Fortunately, that experience was quite supportive and healthy. But when I was 25, I began a relationship with a life coach. And in August of 2020, a neuropsychologist determined that that relationship was a relationship of undue influence, or covert emotional abuse, or coercive control. And in the process of healing from that, I really started to look into what are these patterns of abuse. Most of us would call this abuse grooming. And the problem with calling it grooming is that we tend to think that grooming is something that leads to abuse. And we don't realize that actually the covert emotional abuse, the grooming, is as damaging or more damaging psychologically than the physical or the sexual abuse. So as I start to look at these patterns, I really start to think about, this is what Nasser or other coaches are doing to their athletes. And the grooming is the hardest part to recognize. So I really wanted to be able to support parents and coaches in teaching kids to recognize these subtle patterns. And so I talk about patterns that a sneaky spider weaves to entrap someone in their web. And so that's really the origins of Spot a Spider.